So today's video is going to be less information based and more personal, as I've had yet another weird dream. This time I didn't feel trapped in my dreams like in the last video, but rather I had no sense of self within the dream, and when I woke up I was extremely disoriented. Obviously right after dreams happen, you forget them rather quickly, so it's going to be hard for me to describe exactly what happened in depth, but the best way I can describe it is that in a typical dream, while I might lose some cognitive awareness that I'm in a dream, I generally still have my sense of self. I remember the past, real life, as well as in the context of the dream, and I know that I am Josh. I know who I am, and still have memories of the real world within the dream, even if I can't realize that I'm in a dream at the moment. Having the awareness that I am in the dream would be a lucid dream, and that would kind of be a step up from the typical dream. What I experienced was actually a step down from the typical dream, as not only did I not know I was in a dream, but I also completely lost my sense of self, my sense of purpose, and being a person with no sense of self is actually terrifying. I feel like I have no control and I'm just drifting through the world with no sense of purpose or sense of significance to anyone around me or anything around me. And when I woke up from the dream, it was really disorienting figuring out who I was, what happened the day before, what's going to happen the next day, and just where I am and who I am, and almost absolutely everything about my life just came rushing back to me as if I had amnesia for like 12 hours. And if I was experiencing that in just one dream, I cannot imagine how horrible it must be for people who actually have memory issues who are older, let's say amnesia or like dementia or something like that. Now, I believe the reason I had that type of dream last night is due to my general mental health decline over the past 6 months. I've been very anxious, which is something I've always had, and I've had medication for it, but recently it's gotten much worse. And while the medication mitigates it a little bit, it's still been increasingly harder and harder to deal with over the past couple months. And recently I've been depressed for an unusual amount of time, which typically doesn't happen with me. I've been feeling this way most of this year, and that's why you haven't been seeing uploads from this channel, because it's not just my increased anxiety that is causing me to not be able to make videos for this channel, but that in combination with the reception to this channel in particular, it has been extremely positive. There's been almost no negative comments, but it's been extremely positive to a point where it slightly concerns me, and I want to address it here so I can make some videos going forward, having the peace of mind that you know what I'm about to say. In my initial 6 videos on this channel, I've been very confident in what I've been saying. It's stuff that I've experienced for a majority of my life, and I have an extremely solid grasp on, despite not learning much about psychology and autism to that extent through traditional means like school and searching stuff online that other people know, etc. It's mostly from my own personal experience. But because almost everything I talk about on this channel is from my own personal experience, obviously, I'm only 24 at this moment in time, so I still have a lot to learn about myself and the world around me, which makes talking about other topics, which I do have other topics to talk about, a little nerve-wracking, as I feel like my opinion and outlook on other topics surrounding autism could evolve and change for the better over time. And I feel that if I talk about a topic that I'm not 100% solid on and kind of just brainstorm with you guys, it will cause people to misinterpret it as fact, causing people to use my personal anecdote from my videos and apply to other autistic people where it might not apply to them, and I really don't want to be responsible for spreading misinformation and causing more misunderstanding between neurotypical and atypical people, as that's the opposite of what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to say is that the extremely positive reception on my channel has caused me to worry that people are taking my word as fact rather than just an opinion and one experience from one person. I want to continue talking about these topics, but I'm extremely worried and anxious about people taking my personal experience as 100% fact that you can apply to every autistic person, as that is not the case. I'm not a professional, and I'm just a guy trying to explain my experience with my own mental health. But it's coming up on the new year, I've been thinking about my future, and I do genuinely want to continue making videos for this channel. So going forward, I'm going to put a disclaimer in the description, letting people know that what I say isn't 100% fact, but rather just the experience of one guy. But with that being said, despite the positive feedback making me anxious, I'm also extremely grateful for it. The reception to this channel has far exceeded my expectations. I really didn't think that many people would care about autism, and I'm very glad that I was proven wrong. I hope you look forward to more videos in 2022, and I wish you all a happy new year.